Hey there YouTube, what's going on? This is Ryan Knows Tech with TechInform.us, our technology blog, and I want to talk about two excellent pieces of software to take better management and ownership of your trackpad or touchpad on whatever Mac you've got. These are two awesome pieces of software. I've had them for a long time. I've been meaning to make reviews for a long time, and I'm just getting around to it now due to the lack of other news that should be reported on a pretty boring day like this as far as technology goes. So the first piece of software, I just minimized it down there. I believe this is called Better Touch Tool. Really excellent application, actually recommended to me by one of the viewers, so thanks. I said I was going to do a review on it. It's probably been a month or two and I haven't, so here we are. The download link for this tool, I pretty much just Googled it, and here it is under downloads. It's for Snow Leopard only, at least the one I found. You might Google around, you might find something else, but if you've got a Mac, you pretty much should be on Snow Leopard at this time. So open it up, and you've got the first thing you see is Simple and Advanced. I would recommend just putting it on Advanced. You get some more options. It's, quite frankly, more advanced, as you'd expect. So below that, then you've got a whole bunch of different tabs for your Magic Mouse, your trackpad / Magic Trackpad, depending on what methods of input you use, your keyboard, and then a normal mouse. So if we go over to my Magic Mouse, which you probably hear me clicking away on, I have one gesture set up here. It's a 3-finger tap, and that's going to play and pause whatever music I have open. That's pretty cool. It's not real hard to make new gestures or anything like that, yet it's not easy. It's not real easy. It takes a couple seconds to get used to. So you want to click Add New Gesture down here below. Kind of zoom in on it there for some of you who may not see. Click on that. Now you've got your new instance of a gesture here. Come down here to your Magic Mouse gesture. How about we do a pinch in, and you can also add a functions key, a control, a command or shift or anything like that. I'm just going to say none, and then a keyboard shortcut or predefined shortcut. So why don't we do, when I do pinch in, how about we mute? There we go. So now that should be set up. So if I pinch in, there we go, muted. Pretty cool. I can delete selected or make as many as I want, and the things that you can actually do here, like 2-finger tap, click, swipe right, down, up, right, left. I mean, it's incredible how many different 4-finger swipe, down, up, north, west, northeast, and Fortnite. I mean, there are a million different options here to go through and set stuff up. And predefined actions, same story. You can do like a shift click, mute, play, pause, brightness up, brightness down, eject, keyboard illumination up and down, move window, like maximize window to top half. I mean, there are a ton of different things you can do here. And then a custom keyboard shortcut and stuff like that. So you could make probably thousands of different shortcuts here for your Magic Mouse. And the same thing holds true with your trackpad. And I've actually set up a few more here. I've got my Magic Trackpad on my desk. If I do a 5-finger click, it should unmute, and there's my volume back. Then I can do 5-finger swipe down is going to do my volume down, and then 5-finger swipe up is volume up. So really very cool. Really easy way to manage my media. Those are the only ones I have set up with this, but you can imagine the swiping and the clicking is going to apply to different tracking devices. And then your keyboard, here's just where you create a whole bunch of keyboard shortcuts to do the same things. And normal mouse, if you've got Apple's, I believe they call it the Mighty Mouse, you can assign shortcuts in here. Now that's the gestures part of the application. You can do a little bit more. If you go ahead into general settings here, you've got your basic settings and then action settings. You can actually do window snapping, which is, I actually use a tool called Cinch. But if I were to take a Finder window like this, I'm using Cinch to do this right now, but this will do the same application. And I take this Finder window and I throw it up at the top of the screen. Just like Windows 7, it maximizes it. Drag it back down, throw it over to the right. Over here, I hold it at the left. I have another monitor over to the left, but if I hold it there, it'll realize that I want that half of the screen. So that's a great way to view a couple web pages at once or something like that. Window moving and dragging, you can do focused and window under cursor, and there's a lot of options here that you really have to read through. And most of these, honestly, seem a little bit overkill, and Nobody spends, at least that I know of, this many hours in front of a computer that they need to set up stuff like this. But it is pretty cool. You can use special application switchers and alternative CMD click mode. I mean, this is pretty advanced. If you are for like CAD users here, there's tons of different stuff where you could go in and make developing easier and have different shortcuts on your trackpad. So if you spend a lot of time in front of a, I don't know, animation or something like that, you might want to set a couple of these things up. But this is a great application, very advanced. If you're looking for something a little easier, you're in luck. There's something here called Magic Prefs. I opened its download page too. It's just magicprefs.com, real easy. And it pretty much installs this in your system preferences window. So you go to your system preferences, and then mine is in my bottom under other. So we'll click on Magic Prefs, and here it is. And then you've got your different devices up top, Magic Mouse, Magic Trackpad, and then your MacBook trackpad. You can adjust how easy it is to trigger whatever gesture you want to do. So if you want to make a real light touch, or if you really want to be concentrated and throw your 5 fingers on it or something like that, you can do that as well. So here is the Magic Mouse gestures. I can click on Turn on Real-Time Graphic Display right over here on the top right, and it'll show me exactly where I'm touching the mouse, which is actually pretty cool. And it actually isn't showing me, but it did 10 minutes ago, so that's weird. But when I click on it before, I got a picture of the mouse there, and it would show me wherever I touched it. So over under clicks and taps, there we go. Maybe not. Over under clicks and taps, we can do a 4-finger click, just check that, and then we can tell it what to do. You don't have nearly as many options, but how about we do Spotlight? So if I do a 4-finger click on my Magic Mouse, like, it's just too hard to do. Like, some of these are just way too difficult. So how about a 2-finger click? Actually, that is default left. 3-finger click, Spotlight. 1, 2, 3, and there's Spotlight. So that's neat. You can set a whole bunch of this stuff up, like 1-finger middle access click. You pretty much push and then drag it down, and it's going to take you to expose, which is neat. And then you've got tons of taps, lots of clicks here. Really neat stuff. Gesture triggering, again, soft or hard or easy, depending on how you want that to work. And then your tracking speed you can adjust as well. Magic Trackpad, same story. It's pretty easy. It shows you how to do this when you roll over it. Like 5-finger click, it just shows you that if you click 5 fingers on it, we can do, how about expose? So there it is. 5 fingers down does expose. We can change this to, well, every time I click on it, I set something up. We can change that to spaces, so now we'll do 5 of those, and there's all my spaces for my different monitors that I'm using right now. And back up to space 1. So tons of really cool options here. You can go into your MacBook trackpad and set the same stuff up with taps and clicks and how many different fingers and what you want each one to do. So I would recommend using the other application. Magic Prefs is a little bit more basic, a little bit more limited. Both of them are free, and I put the download links down below, so you guys can go ahead and download them and try them out, and let me know if you find any really cool and really easy shortcuts. I do a lot of Photoshop work, so if you find anything that makes it easier there, definitely let me know. But I've been having a lot of fun playing with this. So thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Our website is techinform.us. We've got tons of news content up there, a lot of Apple stuff. We're trying to get into some Android stuff. If you're interested in signing up, I'll put a link down there below. You can sign up for the blog. It's all free, of course, and you can write articles with us. It'd be pretty awesome. Tuesday night. It is Tuesday night. I host live web shows every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ustream.tv/techinformus. That link's down there. So hopefully you can come and visit us tonight in 15 minutes. Then my Twitter is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. And if you guys like the video, go ahead, subscribe, comment, like, and I'll talk to you in tomorrow's. Bye-bye.